So good morning, everyone, and I am Dr. Kiran Sri. I am a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Sri Vishnu Engineering College for Women. It's a great privilege to be here for presenting a paper on a novel deep learning mechanism to address food shortage in India. And this is presented by Dr. Kiran Sri, myself, and Usha Devi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at University College of Engineering, Patna. And the presentation was organized in this manner, like we start with the introduction, followed by literature survey, followed by the actual technique that we have used, and I have discussed a few results that was obtained after conducting this experiment. Finally, the conclusion with references. We know every country, food security is the most important concern. So obviously, we have different type of weathers, we have different type of soils. So there is every chance that the crops that we have will suffer with various diseases at various times for various reasons. That is the reason the technology necessity is there to intervene in this type of pandemic situation, where this type of technology can be used for farmers in such a way that their yield will be better at the end of using this type of techniques. So we have many artificial intelligence techniques to provide food security. Like we have something called as cellular automata, which will find out the humidity in a land. And we have various techniques which will find the weather sequences based on whether the crop yield will reduce or increase it winter. So what is that we have done is we have identified a different technique called as a deep learning technique in artificial intelligence and applied the technique over this problem. So that we felt this is a novel and robust mechanism in the accuracy to predict the crop diseases at this moment is better. So we have done what type of crops that India is growing. Like we have a crop called rice, wheat, maize, and barley. All these products, sugarcane, most of these crops are grown in India. And we have also surveyed what type of diseases that are pertaining to each crop. How do you identify that diseases prior uh, to this and inform this to the farmers? And the most important technique that we have surveyed is the cellular automata technique, where the cellular automata set of cells on a grid. This cellular automata will help us to incorporate dynamism into the project. And deep learning technique is a technique where the fudgy logic with dynamic nature was employed in such a way that we will get appropriate decisions at appropriate time. And the inference that we got from the literature survey is the feasibility study, like the cell automata and deep learning, can be applied to predict this food diseases in such a way that we can go for food security. And this is what the inference that we got it from this literature survey. So the next one is what type of deep learning technique that we have employed is an LSTM or something like a long short-term memory to the supervisor classifier, which process 6 crops. Like we have a crop called wheat, rice, maize, barley, sugarcane, and cotton seeds. All the 6 crops were identified, and the corresponding diseases are identified. So obviously we have almost 18 different type of classes, and we process the images of each crop received, and then based on the images we will be able to tell what exactly is the disease that is pertaining. It will be starting, and this is what the first output. The second output is based on the weather prediction. Like we have a classifier that was developed in deep learning, which should predict the weather variations with respect to temperature, wind, speed. Based on this, it will forecast what type of weather will be tomorrow, and what type of weather will suit maize, and what type of weather will suit wheat, something like that. So obviously, this is a two-fold project where one type they will process images, the other type they will process weather, and initially, while growing the crop itself, it will suggest the farmer this is the best crop for this soil. So three uses will be there. That's what we said, and this is what we have got. We have applied various techniques called as regression, rain diagram, SVM, and we have done a CNN, CA integrated work where the accuracy of the entire system was measured in the terms of precision, recall, and F1 score. And CMN's oscillometer has reported an average accuracy of almost nearing to 8.8. And the precision is also more compared to the existing work. Obviously, what is it we can tell is this CNN augmented with CA is a better classifier to predict the diseases that are pertaining to crops. So we have successfully developed a classifier which will assist the farmers in three dimensions, whether this soil suits this climate, and it will process the images of crops and tell what type of disease will come. And it will also process weather data and find out this type of diseases may be pertaining in the next stage. These are the references that we have followed in writing this, and I thank all the people for allowing us to for accepting our abstract and giving me a chance to present this before you.